Today's adventure starts at the frog pond.
Tadpoles.
For today's nature class, we shall be studying the pond.
Ooh.
Some creatures live on land, like elves.
Oh.
Some creatures live in water, like fish.
Ah.
Others live in water and on land, like...
Frogs.
Good, Ben. Who can tell me what frogs like to eat?
Ice cream.
Ho, no, Princess Holly. Does anyone else know?
Is it flies?
Correct, Barnaby. Frogs eat flies. Would you like to see where frogs come from?
Yes, yes.
Very well. Here we are.
Ooh.
Frogs lay eggs called frog spawn.
They don't look like frogs.
Ho, we'll have to wait a few days to see. Now, who's going to look after our frog spawn?
I will.
Really, Princess Holly?
Yes, please.
Very well. I'll help you take them home to the little castle.
Hooray!
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, dum dum dee da, da la la dee da da da.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum!
Hello, Princess Holly. How did your lesson go?
It was great. We learned all about frog spawn, and I've got some homework to do.
That's very nice.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Where do you want the frog spawn?
Goodness me! Frog spawn?
You always said I should learn more about nature, Nanny.
Yes. But I didn't expect it to be in my kitchen.
It was great today, Mummy. We learned all about frogs, and I've got some homework to do.
That's nice, darling. Good night.
Good night, Mummy. Morning time. Good morning, frog spawn. Oh, where did those little fish come from?
Those aren't fish, Holly. They're tadpoles.
Hello, tadpoles. What are tadpoles, Nanny?
They're baby frogs. They hatched from the frog spawn.
Wow.
I'm a bit of an expert on frogs. By tomorrow, they'll have changed again.
Ooh. They start off as frog spawn and then they get little fishy tails and they're called tadpoles.
Oh, you seem to know an awful lot about frogs.
Nanny's teaching me all about them. Do you like frogs, Daddy?
Of course, as long as they keep to their pond and don't bother anyone. They can be a bit slimy and disgusting.
Daddy!
Good night, Holly.
Morning time! Good morning, tadpoles! The tadpoles have got legs! Wow, that's amazing!
Yes, Holly, but it'll be even more amazing later.
Ooh! Mummy! I want to show you something.
What is it, Holly?
Come and see. I can't see my tadpoles anymore.
Tadpoles?
They must be invisible. Nanny, did you do a spell on them?
No, Holly.
So where are they?
Oh, dear. I think the king has found them.
Oh, where did this come from? Ugh.
Really? What a fuss over such a little creature.
My tadpoles!
Your tadpoles have turned into frogs, Princess Holly.
Tadpoles? Frogs? What on earth is going on?
Daddy, I did tell you I had some homework. Here, froggies. This way. This is my room. And these are my toys. Crank, 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 crank. Let's play hide and seek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming, ready or not? Found you. Let's play another game. Hop, hop, hop.
Bedtime, Princess Holly.
Nanny, say hello to my friends. Fluffy, Tiddles, Mopsy and Ben.
Hello.
Good night, froggies. Good morning, Ben.
Are you coming out to play, Holly?
I'm a bit busy, Ben. I'm playing with my frogs.
Frogs?
This one's very good at running and jumping. I've called him Ben.
Oh,
See you later.
OK. Bye. Oh.
Do something about these frogs. Please, Nanny Plum.
They do seem to be getting bigger.
And noisier.
If they're smaller, perhaps they'll be quieter. Slimy eaters of flies, shrink to half your size. Oh, they're smaller. Somehow I seem to have made more of them. Shall I try the spell again?
Maybe not.
Froggy, froggy.
Frogs belong in water.
Yes, Daddy. Daddy says frogs belong in water. So, let's magic the courtyard into a paddling pool. We won't be needing that door. Bye-bye, door. Good. Now we can fill the courtyard with water. Water, water, splish, splash, splosh. There you go, froggies. A paddling pool. Daddy will be pleased.
That's odd. Where's the door gone?
It was there earlier.
No problem. I'll magic it back.
Oh, no. Sorry, froggies.
Holly Thistle, did you do this?
Yes, Daddy. You said the frogs needed water, so I made them a paddling pool.
That's enough. The frogs must go.
Oh. Off you go. Shoo.
Hi, Holly. Are you OK?
No. Daddy says I've got to send my frogs back to the pond, but they won't go.
What we need is a clever plan to move them. Elves are very good at clever plans, and I'm an elf.
So what is your clever plan?
We'll play leapfrog. You jump over my back and I'll jump over yours.
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
How's this going to help? Hoopla!
Hoopla! Look, they're following us.
Hoopla!
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 Hoopla! Here we are, the pond.
Well done, Ben. Thank goodness they're not in the castle anymore.
But, Daddy, I'll miss them.
Don't worry, Princess Holly. They'll come back to the castle one day.
Why?
Frogs always return to the place where they hatched to lay their eggs.
Oh.
Yippity-doo-dah!
today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Lucy's picnic.
Now, children, is everyone ready for the tour of the elf factory?
Yes!
This way, please. All aboard. Next stop, level 99. Hold tight.
Ah, my tummy!
Here we are, the elf factory.
Goodness me! Look at all this rubbish. Don't you ever tidy up?
This isn't rubbish, Nanny Palum. These are the raw materials we use to make toys. The plastic bottles are made into gloop. The old tin cans are made into clockwork cogs. And the old paper and card goes into the pulping machine and gets squished into flat sheets, which are folded into new boxes for our toys.
Wow! That's very clever.
Elves are very clever. And we're elves! This way. Whee! The elf factory produces one new toy every second.
What happens when you go to bed? Does the elf factory stop?
Certainly not. We work day and night to make sure the children of the world get their toys. The elf factory never stops.
Oh, the elf factory stopped.
What?
Slight problem, I'm afraid, wise old elf. We've run out of plastic, metal and old paper.
Let's just magic up some more.
No, not magic. We're elves and we...
Don't do magic.
So what are you going to do?
We'll simply go to the Great Elf Tower.
Ooh.
To the Great Elf Tower.
What is the Great Elf Tower?
Oh, it's a wondrous place.
I've never heard of it.
The Great Elf Tower gives us all the things we need to make toys.
How does it do that?
When big people have picnics in the Little Kingdom, they put plastic bottles, tin cans, and old papers into the Great Elf Tower. We're here. Behold, the Great Elf Tower.
Where? All I can see is a litter bin.
What? Big people and fairies might call it a litter bin, but to us it is the Great Elf Tower.
Why are you wearing those funny clothes?
They're not funny.
These are safety clothes. The Great Elf Tower can be very dangerous.
And very smelly. Here goes.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Have you found lots of things for making toys?
Not yet. It's a bit dark. I'll go down and take a closer look. Oh, dear. I think the Great Elf Tower is empty.
Oh. Mummy, Daddy, can I have some more jelly, please? This is a really
Dad, I can hear big people.
We must stay out of their way. Big people have very big feet.
Come on, Rex.
That was a lovely picnic.
Let's tidy up.
OK, Dad. I'll take the litter to the bin.
Thank you, Lucy.
Come on, Rex.
That's the sound of big people. Quick! Get out of the bin!
Huh? What was that?
I said, get out of the
bin!
It's not a bin. It's the Great Elf Tower.
Just get out of there, you silly old elf!
Excuse me.
Ooh, a little fairy.
Hello?
Ooh, and a smelly little fairy.
I am not a smelly little fairy. I'm a smelly little elf.
It's that little girl we met at the farm.
Yes, it's Lucy. Hello, Ben. Hello, Holly. We're having a picnic.
Look, Gaston, it's Rex.
He likes you because you're smelly.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Ooh, you've brought all your friends from fairyland.
This isn't fairyland. It's the Little Kingdom. Load the elf trucks.
Right-ho!
Lift ho, lift ho, lift, 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 lift. Catch ho, catch, catch ho, catch, 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 catch.
But why do you want all this stuff?
We use it to make toys.
Wow, I love toys. But what do you do with all the smelly stuff?
It makes lovely compost for the elf farm.
Back to the elf tree!
Let's get these down to the elf factory without delay.
Wow, look at that tree. There are little windows in it. I wonder if there are any fairies inside.
It's all right, Mum. It's just our friend Lucy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Lucy.
Hello.
Here's a little present to remind you of your visit.
It's our latest toy, fresh from the factory.
Wow, thanks. Is this made from my rubbish?
Yes, that's why we're very grateful to you for putting rubbish in the Great Elf Tower.
What's the Great Elf Tower?
He means the litter bin.
You're welcome. Thanks for showing me your tree. I always thought fairies lived in castles.
For the last time, we are not fairies.
I live in a castle, Lucy. Come and see. Wow, a real fairy castle. It's okay, Daddy. It's only Lucy, the little girl.
Hello, Lucy. How do you do?
Oh, another little elf.
I'm not an elf. I'm a fairy king.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Lucy, home time.
Oh, I have to go now.
Thanks for leaving all the stuff in the bin.
Don't you mean the Great Elf Tower? He really does like you. Bye, Lucy. Come back soon.
Oh, dear. The car won't start.
Look, it says empty on the petrol gauge.
No petrol? Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I wish we could help them. Nanny Plum, maybe you could sort this out with a bit of, fairy thingy.
Fairy thingy? What's that?
You know, the stuff you do with your wand.
Oh, do you mean magic, wise old elf?
Yes. Magic.
Very well. Magic it is. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow. Go, car. Go, go, go! There. Just enough fairy dust to get them home.
Oh, we've got no petrol, but the car's working.
Maybe this car is so modern it doesn't need petrol.
Well, ask at the garage.
Bye, Lucy. Come back soon. Thanks for mending the car.
Lucy, who were you talking to?
I met some elves and fairies.
That's nice.
The car is shiny today. I've never seen it so sparkly.
It's fairy dust.
What What a sweet idea.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The Wand Factory.
Oh, Strawberry. Isn't it a lovely morning?
Yes, Nanny Plum. Hi, Holly. Hi, Strawberry.
Have you come to join us for wand practice?
No, I came to see if Holly wanted to play.
But now you can join us for wand practice.
But I don't know where my wand is.
You're holding it.
Oh, yes. So I am.
Come along. You know how much fun wand practice is. Right. Now you can practice lifting rocks with magic. Up and down. Up and down.
Up and down. Up and down.
Very good. Keep it going.
Up and down. Up and down.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Strawberry. Do you want to play football?
We can't. We have to do wand practice. Up and down. Up and down.
Aren't you supposed to be gentle with your wands?
It's okay. Wands are very strong. You don't want to break them. Don't be silly. They never break. Show him, Holly. Hit your wand on that rock. Okay. Oh, dear.
Holly, Strawberry, how's wand practice going?
Not very well. Holly's broken her wand.
How did that happen?
I was waving it very gently and she bashed it on a rock.
That wasn't very clever.
Sorry, Nanny.
Not to worry. We'll just get it mended.
Hooray! Are you going to mend it with magic, Nanny?
Oh, no. I can't mend it.
Why not?
Wands make magic, but magic can't make wands. It's like chickens and eggs. Chickens make eggs, but eggs don't make chickens.
But eggs do make chickens.
Whatever. The important thing is I can't mend wands by magic.
So, who can mend it?
The elves that made it.
Elves? Do elves make wands?
Of course they do. Everyone knows that.
Elves are very good at making wands.
And we're elves.
To the elf factory! Look, Nanny, wands are magic, and elves don't do magic.
Elves don't use the wands, Holly. They just make them.
Good morning. Can I help you?
I've broken my wand. She bashed it on a rock.
One moment, please. Wise old elf.
Wise old elf, please report to reception immediately.
Ah, Princess Holly, what can I do for you?
Holly's broken her wand.
She bashed it on a rock.
I see. Not to worry. We'll just mend it. Follow me.
Now, you will need these hard hats.
Ooh.
We'll be taking the train.
Ooh.
All aboard! Hold tight, everyone. We're going deep down.
How deep down?
Level 500, the Wand Factory.
Level 500?
It's the deepest level there is.
Why is the wand factory so deep underground?
Because wands are magic.
And elves don't like magic.
So we built the Wand Factory as deep underground as possible.
Oh, my tummy.
Now, what's wrong with your wand?
It broke itself. She bashed it on a rock.
Yes, but we need to find out exactly what's wrong with your wand.
Ooh.
The X-ray shows it needs a new stick and a cog service. This way. This is the stick house, where we grow wooden sticks for wands.
But there are loads of sticks just lying around in the meadow.
Ah, but the stick for a wand must be specially grown.
And made from the right type of tree.
Correct, Nanny Plum.
The wood for my wand comes from a plum tree because I am Nanny Plum.
The wood for your wand, Holly, should come from a...
Holly tree!
Exactly.
So, Strawberry, what tree does your wand come from?
It must come from a strawberry tree.
Oh.
Let's see how that feels.
It's a bit big.
It just needs a little trim. This stage of wand repair is a mixture of woodwork and gardening.
Is my wand mended now?
Not yet, Princess Holly. We need to mend the head. Follow me. This is the clockwork room. Spinny Ickle-Poo clamp, please.
Spinny ickle-poo clamp.
Wooble cone.
Wooble cone.
It all looks very complicated.
Mending a wand head is a mixture of surgery and watchmaking.
Ah!
The Fidge Fudge Rotter Whistle Stick.
Whistle stick.
Interesting. That doesn't sound right. Very good.
Hooray!
Can we go home now?
Not yet, Nanny Plum. Holly's wand needs testing. To the testing room. The wand testing room. It is the safest place to do magic in the kingdom.
Why do you need a special room to do magic?
We don't want the magic leaking out and causing trouble.
Where's the fun in that?
Magic is not meant to be fun. Safe and sensible magic is what we do here.
What's he doing?
He's setting up the testing robot to do a magic spell.
What's that?
Lemonade.
We're going to test the wand by turning the lemonade into something else.
Is it going to turn into a golden coach?
Or a monster with 100 eyes and 3 legs?
Wait and see. The lemonade has turned into water.
Why would you want to do that?
That's not magic.
It's very sensible magic.
It's rubbish magic.
Well, what would you turn it into?
How about this?
Ah! You did magic outside the test room.
Oh, it's a lemon. I meant to turn it into a frog.
Nanny Plum.
My wand's not working right. It's rattling.
Oh, I see what you mean. That doesn't sound right. When did you last have this wand serviced?
10 years ago?
Wands should be serviced once a year. Here, try that.
Yes, that's much better.
Nanny, you turned the wise old elf into a frog.
So I did.
Are you going to turn him back again?
Oh, I suppose I'll have to. Silly old elf, back to yourself.
Very good. Your wand seems to be working perfectly. Don't wait 10 years before getting it serviced again.
Yes, wise old elf. Sorry.
Thank you for mending my wand, wise old elf.
You're welcome, Princess Holly.
It's good to have you back again, Wand. I promise to take special care of you from now on. Yes. Don't bash it on a rock. I won't.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The party!
Come on, everyone. We've got to get ready for the party.
Party?
Daisy and Poppy's birthday party.
Oh, no! Party! Party!
2 magical toddlers are bad enough.
But when all their little friends turn up, it's terrible!
I've got it. We'll have the party, but we won't invite any guests.
Da-da-da-da! I've sent out all the party invites and everybody's coming.
Oh, who's coming?
There's little Tarquin.
Tarquin like party.
Oh, no. Tarquin is a monster.
And there's Raspberry.
Not my little sister. Even her wand is rude.
And Nettle Elf.
My little sister. She's got a stinging nettle in her hat, and it stings when you touch it. Nettle Elf is the naughtiest of the lot.
What do you expect? She's got a pirate for an uncle.
Yes, Redbeard the elf pirate.
This party is going to be a disaster.
Don't worry, I've got it all planned. We'll have magic games, followed by my magic show, and ending with magic jelly.
Magicy, magicy.
I was wrong. The party's not going to be a disaster. It's going to be a catastrophe.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I know, King Thistle. You could have an elf party.
A what?
An elf party has no magic at all.
But what about my magic show? The toddlers love a magic show.
We have the Great Wizardo, an elf conjurer. He doesn't do real magic. It's just tricks.
I like it, Ben. It sounds very safe.
Yeah, and boring.
Exactly. Nanny Plum, call this Great Wizardo and tell him we've got children we want to bore. I mean, entertain.
Ugh, very well, Your Majesty.
Welcome to the party.
Tarquin like party.
Bye-bye, Tarquin. Be good.
Yes, Mama.
Oh. Hello, Nettle. Ow! That stings. Nanny Plum, me fruity pancake.
Ugh.
Enjoy the party, Nettle. I'll be back to pick you up later. Oh, settle down, children, please.
The Great Wizardo!
That's just the wise old elf.
I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a children's entertainer.
Oh, carry on then. These children are a bit of a handful, especially when they do magic.
There won't be any magic at this party. I'll put the toddlers' wands into the library, where they can't cause any trouble.
Very clever.
Let's get this party started. Musical statues. When the music stops, you have to stand as still as a statue. Aha! Raspberry, I saw you move. And you, Nettle.
That's because they haven't been turned to stone yet.
Ah! Strawberry! You've magicked them into real statues.
Of course. That's how we fairies play musical statues.
This is not a fairy party. Turn them back to normal.
OK.
The big children's wands are going into the library with the others. Now it's time to play Stick the Tail on the Donkey. Here's the donkey.
Looks like a cabbage.
Or a duck.
It's a donkey. Now, I will blindfold Nettle Elf and she'll try to stick this tail on the donkey.
Ow! She stung me again.
It's a stupid game anyway. You need a big dragon to stick the tail on.
Looks like the twins' party has started.
Ah! Get rid of the dragon!
All right. Just trying to liven the party up a bit.
I'm putting the grown-ups' wands in the library too. Now for my conjuring show.
Hooray!
Queen Thistle, please take a card. Don't show me. What is your card?
The Two of Hearts.
Your card is the Two of Hearts.
That's the worst trick I've ever seen.
I thought it was rather good. How's it done?
For my next trick, I will turn myself into a mouse.
Ooh.
You little ones need to wait behind this door for a moment.
How do you change yourself into a mouse?
I put these ears on and this nose, then I...
Was it a good idea putting the toddlers in the library?
What?
It's the same room. You put all the wands in.
Ah. Don't worry, the great Wizardo will sort this out. I'll show them my mouse trick. That will surprise them.
They'll be surprised how bad it is. So it might work.
Look, children, I've turned myself into a...
Mousy!
Squeak!
Wow, that's not a bad costume.
The toddlers have magicked the wise old elf into a real mouse.
Squeak! Can someone please magic me back into an elf?
No, we can't do any magic because somebody put all the wands in the library.
Ah, yes. Squeak!
Ahoy, me hearties! I'm here to pick up me niece, Nettle.
Oh, actually, the party's not quite over yet.
No?
The toddlers are in the library with the dangerous spell books.
They've got all the magic wands. And they've magicked the wise old elf into a mouse.
Squeak!
Sounds like a fun party.
Oh, no, it's gone quiet.
They're up to something. Let's take a look. Hello? Hello?
There's no one here. Just our wands.
Oh, it's good to have you back again.
Nanny, now you have your wand again. Would you mind,
Of course, oh great Wizardo. Silly old elf, back to yourself.
Oh, so where be the poor little toddlers?
I was afraid of this. Daisy and Poppy have found the secret passageway.
Where does the secret passageway go?
To the secret room.
I never knew we had a secret room.
That's because it's secret. The room contains a magical force that must never be let out.
So, not a good room for toddlers to be in, then? I hear the sound of excited little ones and something else. We must not enter.
Honestly, what a lot of fuss about a terrible magical force of unimaginable power. I'll handle this.
Good luck, me brave little pumpkin.
Go!
What can you see?
Terrible things.
Redbeards to the rescue! Here be the toddlers. Hang on, Nanny Plum! Here she be! You're safe now, my plum pudding. I've seen many a terrible thing at sea, but nothing as bad as what I saw in that room.
That's why we tend to keep the door locked.
Good. The party's over. It all went rather well, I thought.
But what about the jelly? We haven't had magic jelly yet.
Magic jelly! Magic jelly!
All right, Nanny, but please don't make too much this time.
Look! Magic jelly!
That's good. The party must be almost over.
Oh, Raspberry, have you had a nice time?
Yes, Mummy.
Tarquin, say thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Goodbye, Nettle. Ow! She stung me again.
It's Raspberry's birthday next. We hear you've got a children's entertainer who's good with toddlers.
Yes. Here he is. The great Wizardo!
Wonderful. See you all at Raspberry's party then.
Party, party!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Camping out.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. Are you ready to come camping?
Yes, please.
Why have you brought an orange?
It's to scare off gnomes.
You know what they say? To scare off a gnome, bring an orange from home.
What's wrong with gnomes?
Oh, you don't want to bring a gnome on a camping trip. They talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yes, gnomes are just like elves.
Absolutely not. Gnomes are greedy, boring creatures who talk and talk and talk and
Goodness,
talk and...
look at the time. We really should be going.
Bye, Mummy and Daddy. Bye, Nanny.
Goodbye.
Have fun!
Watch out for those gnomes.
Don't worry, we've got our orange.
Here's the timetable. 1, set up camp. 2, hang up washing. 3, make a campfire. 4...
Dad, we're on holiday. Try to relax, Mr. Elf.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Elf. Here we are.
Yippity-doo-dah!
Will there be any dancing?
Can we sing songs?
There will be no dancing or singing, just camping. Here's the tent.
Shall I magic the tent up for us, Mr. Elf?
Holly, I'd rather you didn't do any magicking. Remember, this is an elf camp.
Elves have been camping for hundreds of years. We can put tents up with our eyes closed.
Wow!
1 elf tent.
Hooray!
Lovely. Now we're on holiday.
Yes, and that means there's holiday work to be done.
Holiday work?
Next on the list, hang out the washing.
But we've only just arrived. Why do you need to hang out the washing?
A campsite can never be too clean and tidy.
I'll slice the orange.
Mrs. Elf, how do oranges keep gnomes away?
It's the smell. Gnomes hate the smell of oranges.
Oh.
There. Now we're safe.
Next on the list, collect sticks for the campfire.
Here are some sticks.
Here are some more.
OK, that's enough sticks.
Oh, hello there.
A gnome!
Mind if I join you?
Well...
Thank you. I'll only stay for a week or two.
Oh, no.
But we had an orange.
Yes, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the smell of this orange.
But gnomes hate oranges.
Normally, yes, but I'm on a balanced diet, you see. If I eat 10 pies and 20 steamed puddings, I need to balance that by eating fruit.
Let's make a fire.
How do you make a fire, Mr. Elf?
Rub 2 sticks together really fast, like this.
You have to rub the sticks a little bit faster. Would you like to hear the interesting thing I know about sticks? Sticks grow on trees. Amazing, isn't it?
Ooh. I'm nice and warm now.
That's because fire is hot.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
What a surprise.
I've hardly eaten anything today. I've only had 10 pies, a skipful of chips, 30 apple tarts,
Wow, that's a lot.
a sponge cake, 100 sausages, and that orange.
I thought you said you were on a diet.
Oh, I am. There are some things I don't eat, like stones, wood, and television sets.
But nobody eats those things.
What? You're on this diet too? I never knew it was so popular.
What's for dinner, Mrs. Elf?
Cheese and onion pie.
Oh, thank you very much, Lee.
That's tasty.
Yes, it's scrummy.
Oh, very good.
What's that?
It's an owl.
It's got very big eyes.
Would you like me to tell you an amazing fact about owls? I'll take that as a yes. The owl is in fact a bird. It has big eyes for seeing things.
6 o'clock. Time for bed.
Oh,
I'll put the fire out.
can't you leave it to keep the owl warm?
It's dangerous to leave a fire going, Princess Holly.
That's right. Don't go to bed till the fire is out. And don't go to bed with a carrot on your head.
That's silly.
Ben, Holly, you get in the tent and go to sleep. Mr. Gnome, you have to go home.
But we're having fun.
Elf camping is not meant to be fun.
Bedtime is at 6 o'clock, not the middle of the night.
Oh, I know a song about the middle of the night. Would you like to hear it?
No!
I'll take that as a yes. In the middle of the night, the stars twinkle bright. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee. All together now. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee.
Time for bed.
It was lovely meeting you, Mr. Gnome, but now we need to get some sleep.
Oh, yes. A good night's sleep is very important. Rinky-dinky-doo, rinky-diddly-dee. Dooby-dooby-doo, dibbly-dibbly-dee. Rinky-dinky-doo.
Stop!
Would you like me to stop?
Yes! And please go!
Would you like me to go?
Yes! Goodbye!
Oh, sleep well. See you in the morning.
Mr. Gnome is funny.
He is silly.
Yes, really silly.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. It's the gnome. He's come back to eat our breakfast. Oh, a mole!
Oh, it's eating our washing.
Shoo! Shoo! Go away, mole! Princess Holly, do you know a magic spell to get rid of moles?
I'm sorry, Mr. Elf. I don't.
Oh, dear. Think, Mr. Elf. What gets rid of moles?
Hello?
Hooray!
Yes, moles don't like us gnomes. No idea why.
Thank you, Mr. Gnome, for saving our campsite from the mole.
That's all right. What's for breakfast?
The mole ate all the food.
Oh, dear.
Good morning.
Nanny Plum!
How was your night?
It was very strange.
Mr. Gnome turned up, and he loves oranges.
And Mr. Gnome sang a funny song called Rinky Dinky Doo.
Then a mole came along and ate our washing line and all our food.
And now we haven't any breakfast.
Yes, I thought that might happen. That's why I've brought the magic picnic basket. Breakfast for everyone!
Hooray!
Oh, I'm actually very hungry.
Oh, have you not eaten either?
Not today. Oh, dear, it's empty.
It isn't empty. It's a magic picnic basket. Magic basket, please. Breakfast for everyone!
Hooray! I get the idea. Magic basket, please. 20 poached eggs, lots of toast, 9 jars of jam, 40 sausages and 90 pancakes.
Yippee! What a splendid breakfast. Thank you, Mr. Gnome.
Breakfast is one of the things gnomes know a lot about. Yummy, yummy. Oh, I almost forgot my balanced diet. I shouldn't be eating all this without also eating an orange. Today's adventure starts at the meadow.
Betty Caterpillar. To you, Gaston.
To you, Ben.
To you, Holly.
To you, Bobby Bee.
Whoa! Who are you?
It's a caterpillar. Hello. Ben, can you speak caterpillar language?
Not really.
It sounds like she's saying Betty.
Hello, Betty.
We're playing with our friends, Gaston the ladybird and Bobby Bee. Would you like to play too? That must mean yes.
Let's play racing. Fastest across the meadow is the winner.
Can we fly?
No flying and no magic.
Okay.
Ready, steady, go! Wow! Look at Betty go!
Wow! Well done, Betty.
How about Gaston showing us some tricks?
Good idea, Ben. We can sit and watch for a bit. Look, Betty Caterpillar is sad.
I think she feels a bit left out. I know how to cheer her up.
Oh, good. Go on then, Ben.
Don't be sad, Betty. Flying isn't everything. Elves can't fly, and I'm an elf.
That didn't cheer her up much. Maybe I can make her fly by magic.
Can you do that?
I think so. Abracadabra, fly, Betty, fly. Wow, it worked. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen.
We need to rescue her.
I could do another spell.
No, I've got a better idea. Yahoo! Whoa, steady, Betty. Whoa. That's better.
Brilliant.
Hello, Holly.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Whoa!
What on earth is going on?
Ben's in a spot of bother.
Whoa!
Ah, I see.
Help!
Flippity-flop! Stop! What were you doing to that poor creature?
We were just trying to help her. Betty's sad that she can't fly.
I see. Well, you needn't worry. She'll be flying soon enough on her own.
How?
Well, because she's one of those, insect things.
A caterpillar?
Thank you, Ben. Yes, a caterpillar. And they change, don't they?
Do they?
Of course they do. So you've nothing to worry about.
Right.
If you want to help, you can find her some leaves to eat.
So if we want to help her fly, we have to find more leaves?
Exactly. She needs to eat lots and lots of leaves.
Why?
You'll see. First, gather up the leaves.
OK, let's see who can get the most leaves.
OK, you're on.
Oh, do you think we fed Betty too many leaves?
Yes, she is a tiny bit fat.
There's no way she'll ever fly.
That's better. She's a good weight now.
Daddy, how can this help Betty fly?
Oh, you'll see.
Home time!
Ah, that's Nanny Plum calling me in.
Ben! Home time!
And that's my dad. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Ben. Good night, Betty. Daddy told us to feed Betty, but now she's so big she'll never fly. Daddy must be wrong.
Holly, Daddy's never wrong. He's a king and he's very, wise.
But how will Betty fly?
Wait and see. Good night, Holly.
Good night, Mummy.
But how will Betty Caterpillar fly?
Well, she won't exactly be a caterpillar anymore.
I don't get it.
You will tomorrow. Good night, Ben.
Good night, Dad.
Morning time. Ben!
Holly!
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, where's Betty?
I don't know. But look at that.
Ugh. What is it?
Don't know, but it wasn't here yesterday.
Hiya. Hi, Violet. Hi, Strawberry. Ugh. What's that?
We don't know.
It's a cocoon. Caterpillars make them. So, is Betty Caterpillar inside? Yes, but when she comes out, she won't be a caterpillar anymore.
What will she be?
Maybe a frog. A frog? Or maybe a bird. I see. Betty Caterpillar's going to turn into a bird. Then she'll fly.
Ah, a cocoon.
Yes, Daddy. Betty Caterpillar is inside it.
And when she comes out, she'll be able to fly.
Because she'll be a bird.
Actually, caterpillars don't normally change into birds.
Do they change into frogs?
Not frogs either.
But what will she?
Hello, Betty.
Oh, she looks the same.
She's got wings.
Wow, she's a butterfly.
Betty Butterfly.
Look, they're all flying together.
She looks really happy. Let's join them. Now everyone can fly.
I can't fly.
Ben, I thought elves were rather good at using ladybirds to fly.
That's right. Elves can fly on ladybirds. And I'm an elf. Thanks, Gaston. Giddy up, giddy up. Yee-haw!
Betty Butterfly.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
The Frog Prince. Hello, Mrs. Elf.
Hello, Princess Holly.
Can Ben come out to play?
Sounds like he's on his way down already.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
Let's play Princes and Princesses.
OK.
I can be the princess because I am a princess.
And I can be the prince.
Yes, I'll turn you into a prince by magic.
Can't we just pretend I'm a prince?
No, magic is much better. Abracadabra. Oh, I seem to have turned Ben into a frog. I always get frogs and princes mixed up. Ben, if you can hear me, croak. Good. I'm going to get help. Wait here.
Dee-dee-da-dum-dee-dum-dee-doo. Dee-dee-da-dum-dee-dum-dee-doo.
Nanny Plum, come quick. I've turned Ben into a frog.
Oh, good. You've been practicing your magic.
No, it was an accident. Ben is not happy being a frog.
Frogs are never happy.
Can you help me turn Ben into himself again?
All right. Now calm down. I'll fetch my wand while you wait with Ben.
OK.
Make sure he doesn't hop off. Frogs do that.
Oh no, Ben's gone. Now I'll never find Ben and he'll be a frog forever. Hi, Holly. Hello, Violet. What's wrong? I've turned Ben into a frog and he's hopped off somewhere. He'll be at the pond. That's where frogs live. Of course. Come on, let's go and find him. Holly, look! Yes, that must be Ben. Hello, Ben. I hear you've been naughty and got yourself turned into a frog. You really should have waited like I told you. Yes, poor Holly was really worried. Oh, maybe this frog isn't Ben. Maybe that one looks a bit like Ben. But so does that one. They all look the same. We'll never find Ben. Look! One of them is wearing a hat. Does Ben wear a hat? I think so. Holly! Don't you know? He's your best friend. Yes, Ben wears a hat. Hi, Ben. If it's really you, do a croak. At last. You've no idea what a time we've had trying to find you. Now, Ben, don't worry. Nanny Plum will be here soon, and she knows the spell to turn you back again. We don't need Nanny Plum. I know lots of spells. Violet, I think we should just wait for Nanny. No. Turning frogs back into elves is easy peasy. Watch this. Zappity-zee, turn yourself into whatever you be. You see, I told you I could do it. Well done, Violet.
That was horrible. I was a frog and I was eating flies.
Oh, I don't think my spell is quite finished. Oh. Ben's turned into a bird. That wasn't meant to happen. Now we will never, ever find him. Hi, Holly and Violet. Hello, Barnaby.
Have you seen Ben? I want to play football with him.
I don't think you can play football with a bird.
Bird?
Yes, Violet turned Ben into a bird.
You changed him into a frog first.
Well, anyway, now he's flown away and we will never find him.
It's very annoying. Birds live in trees, so we need to look up at the trees. Strange. One of those birds is wearing a hat. That's Ben. But that nest is very high.
And we're not allowed to fly high.
Then it's a lucky thing I'm around. Elves are very good at climbing, and I'm an elf. Ben, is that you? Easy now. Don't fly away.
Hooray! Now, we just have to get Ben turned back into Ben again.
I've got a very good idea. If we both do a spell together...
Yes, that would be fun. Abracadabra.
That was disgusting. I was a little bird and I was eating worms.
Oh, I don't think our spell is quite finished.
Ben's turned into a rabbit.
Now he'll hop off somewhere and we'll have to find him all over again.
We're not having a good day. What about poor Ben?
Goodness me, Holly. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Sorry, Nanny, but Ben kept wandering off and we had to keep finding him.
I see. So where's this frog that needs to be turned back into Ben?
Here.
But that's a rabbit.
Ben was a frog,
Then a bird.
and now he's turned himself into a rabbit.
We've tried everything.
Well, it just shows that you both need a lot more spell practice.
Yes,
Nanny Plum.
Fairies of your age really should be able to get a simple spell right.
Yes,
Nanny
Plum.
Watch and learn. When you turned Ben into a frog, abracazobadoo. You should not have turned him into a bird. Zabbity-zee. And certainly not into a rabbit. Abracazabadoo. No, at the start, you should have made him Ben again. Abracazobadee-zabbity-zee.
Hooray! Phew! I'm glad that's over.
You see, girls? It's easy. Anyone can do it.
OK, can I have another go?
No. If anyone can do it, I want to go.
Oh, all right. Holly, give Ben your wand.
But elves don't do magic.
I'd like to give magic a go, just this once.
That's the spirit, Ben.
Into frogs, abracazobadee. Phew! For a moment I thought Ben was going to turn us into frogs. Abracazobadee? It's no good. Elves don't do magic.
Maybe you just need a teeny tiny bit of magical help. Tricky trick trick. This young elf do magic. There. Have another go, Ben.
Into frogs, abracazobadee. Hey, it worked. Into birds, zabbity-zee. And into rabbits, abracazabadee. There, all finished.
Very good, Ben. But haven't you forgotten something?
What?
You need to turn them back into girls again.
Do I? Oh, OK then. Abracazobadee-zabbity-zee.
Well done, Ben. Did you two follow that?
Yes, Nanny.
I think so.
Good. Anyone else want to try?
Yes, please. Please, can I have a go? No.
How about a game of football?
Yes, football.
And the rules say no magic.
OK.
Yes, I think we've had quite enough magic for one day.
Today's adventure starts at Gaston's cave.
Gaston's visit. Gaston! Are you coming out to play? Oh, Gaston's sneezing. Mummy, Daddy, Gaston the ladybird's caught a cold.
I'm not surprised. His cave is leaking. Look.
There's a hole here. Maybe if we move that pebble over it.
Good day.
Good day, wise old elf.
What seems to be the problem?
Gaston's cave is leaking.
Leaks can be tricky. What you need is a proper builder to fix it.
But where can we find a builder?
I'm a builder.
Really?
Oh, yes. Elves are very good at building. And I'm an elf.
In that case, I command you to fix Gaston's cave.
Yes, Your Majesty. A wise decision. Interesting. There seems to be water dripping in.
Yes, and there's a hole up here.
Oh, that hole won't be the cause of the leak.
How do you know?
With respect, some things are best left to proper builders.
So how long will it take to fix the leak?
Oh, it will take a very, very long time. And while the building work is going on, the ladybird won't be able to live here.
But Gaston's got a cold. Where can he stay?
Well, perhaps Gaston could stay with us.
Yippee!
Are you sure you know what you're doing, darling?
Oh, of course I know what I'm doing. I'm king.
Lunchtime! Oh, I'm afraid insects are not allowed inside the castle.
It's all right, Nanny Plum. Daddy's invited Gaston to stay with us.
Oh, very well then.
Make yourself at home, Gaston.
Gaston, Gaston, ladybird.
I hope he's going to learn to wipe his feet.
Gaston isn't well, Nanny. And he hasn't got anywhere to stay.
I'm still not sure it's a good idea for him to stay with us.
Don't worry, darling. Gaston will be no trouble at all.
So, where is he going to sit?
He can sit on this little chair. Nanny Plum, you can speak, Ladybird. What's he saying?
Gaston says this chair is too little. No, that's the Queen's chair.
Don't fuss, Nanny Plum. The Queen doesn't mind, do you, darling?
Gaston says this chair is too hard.
Actually, Gaston, that's my chair.
Gaston says this chair is just right.
Goodness, it's like having Goldilocks to stay.
Never mind, Daddy. You can sit on this little chair. Yummy. Thanks, Nanny.
Yes, this food is delicious.
I suppose I'd better magic up some special ladybird food. By a ladybird's growl, food smelly and foul.
Look, smelly welly.
Gaston loves smelly food.
Why isn't he eating it then?
Gaston says it's too cold.
Hello, Gaston.
Daddy, I think he wants to try your food.
Have a little taste if you like, Gaston.
Gaston says it's just right.
It's such fun having Gaston visit us. Can he stay with us forever and ever, Daddy?
Maybe not forever, but he can stay until his house is mended.
Oh, goody!
Oh.
And the weather in the Little Kingdom today will be bright and sunny everywhere.
Look, King Thistle, Gaston's getting better.
Splendid!
And the Pixie Pound has seen a drop to the golden dollar.
Gaston says that this TV programme is a bit boring.
How about this one?
And this programme's too noisy. Aw, this programme is just right.
Look, Daddy, Gaston's not sneezing anymore.
So, now Gaston's better, maybe he can go home.
But, Daddy, Gaston can't go home until his home is mended. He might catch another cold and then he'll be sad.
Yes, we wouldn't want Gaston to be sad.
Gaston says you are the nicest king in the whole world.
Thank you, Gaston. Maybe I'll go and see how the elves are getting on at your cave. Hello, wise old elf. How much longer is this going to take?
As we builders say, there's no point in rushing things.
Well, maybe a little rushing wouldn't do any harm.
I'm afraid we have a lot of problems to deal with, Your Majesty.
It's probably a silly idea, but have you tried moving that pebble over the hole?
You're right. That is a silly idea.
Maybe it's still worth a try?
With respect, Your Majesty, we each have our jobs to do. You're the king, and I'm the builder.
Of course. It's been a long day. I think I'll go to bed early.
Your Majesty, that might be a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, it's to do with Gaston.
Yes?
Nanny magicked this basket for Gaston to sleep in.
Well done, Nanny.
But the basket was too drafty. Then he tried my bed, but that was too soft.
Oh, dear. I don't like the sound of this.
Don't worry, Daddy. Gaston's found a bed that he says is just right.
Oh, but that's my bed. What's he saying now?
Gaston says he is very tired and would like to go to sleep now.
Good night, Gaston. Sleep tight.
So, where are we going to sleep?
Oh, that was the most uncomfortable night ever.
Oh, how long is Gaston going to stay with us?
I did say he could stay here until his cave was mended.
And how long will that take?
I don't know. Let's go and see how those elves are getting on.
Hello, have you fixed Gaston's cave yet?
Gaston really misses his home, wise old elf.
Good news. We've replaced the rotting wood, plastered the ceiling.
And fixed the leak?
No, not yet. But I'm sure in time we'll sort it out.
Have you just tried moving this pebble?
Hooray! King Thistle's mended Gaston's cave.
Well done, Daddy.
Amazing work, Your Majesty. Have you ever thought of becoming a builder yourself?
Actually, no. I think I'll just stick to being king.
Look, Gaston, your cave's ready. You can go home now.
Gaston says thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston.
It was fun having you to stay.
We'll be so sad to see you go.
Gaston says he doesn't want you to be sad, so he'll come and stay with you for a bit longer.
It's okay. I won't be that sad.
Gaston insists, Your Majesty.
Very well. Lovely.
Today's adventure starts at the Royal Golf Course.
The Royal Golf Course.
It is simple, really. To play golf, you just hit the ball into the hole. There.
Is that it?
It's a bit boring.
It would be more fun if we had little hills to hit the ball up and down.
Knocking your ball up hills and around corners is called crazy golf.
That sounds great.
Please, Daddy, can we play crazy golf?
We are playing normal golf.
Wow! Where did these hills come from?
Daddy must have magicked them. Thanks, Daddy.
I didn't magic these hills.
Then who did?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Wise old elf,
Good morning, King Thistle.
who made these hills on my golf course?
A mole, Your Majesty.
Well, get rid of it.
We've been trying to chase it away all morning, Your Majesty.
Don't you know how to get rid of moles, wise old elf?
No.
Then who does?
Nanny Plum. She can talk to it. She speaks all animal languages.
Of course. Nanny!
Yes, Your Majesty?
Ah, Nanny Plum. You talk to animals, don't you?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Then can you tell this mole to leave my golf course?
No, Your Majesty.
What?
I can't speak mole. It's one of the more difficult animal languages, along with aardvark.
Well, can't you use magic to get rid of the mole?
There is one magical method to get rid of moles, but unfortunately, it uses a gnome.
What's that?
A gnome, Your Majesty, is a sort of elf with a big tummy.
What? Gnomes are nothing like elves. They eat too much, talk too much, and never do any work.
I don't care what you use, just get rid of that mole.
OK, I'll fetch us a gnome.
Where am I?
Hello, Mr. Gnome. I've called you here to get rid of some moles.
It will be my pleasure. I like trees, they're not like peas, custard creams or goo. I'll sing my song and strum along with a fol-de-dol-de-doo.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Thank you, Gnome. How much do I owe you?
Oh, I'm not finished yet, Your Majesty. If I go now, the mole will come back.
What? Then you must stay, as long as it takes.
Of course, getting rid of moles uses a lot of energy, and my tummy is very empty.
Nanny Plum, get this gnome some food.
Very well, Your Majesty.
A sack of cheese sandwiches with a bucket of tea.
I say, you are hungry.
I will also need some workers.
Absolutely. Wise old elf, I command you to do whatever the gnome says.
As you wish.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Not at all. Just let me know when you're finished so I can play my golf.
Of course, Your Royalness.
I am the wise old elf. I look after this royal golf course, and my knowledge of it is second to none.
Can you use a shovel?
Yes.
Good. The first job is to flatten these hills.
My name's Ben.
And I'm Princess Holly, but you can call me Holly.
That's nice. You can call me Mr. Gnome. I need a deck chair and a fishing rod.
Why do you need a fishing rod on a golf course?
so I can pretend to fish.
Pretend to fish?
Moles don't like it when I pretend to fish. Now quick, before the mole comes back.
Abracadabra, cheese sandwiches. 1 bucket of tea.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum! Mr. Gnome needs a deck chair and a fishing rod quickly.
So he can pretend to fish.
Oh dear, I thought this might happen.
We have flattened all the hills, so, goodbye.
Thank you, wise old elf. I will also be needing a windmill.
What? A working windmill is a very difficult thing to build.
Oh, it mustn't actually work. No, just pretend, but with sails that go round.
Oh, all right.
Sandwiches, tea.
Deck chair and fishing rod.
Most kind.
What's that noise?
Wise old elf, what are you doing?
We're building a pretend windmill for the gnome.
A pretend windmill?
Yes, it mustn't actually work. It's just silly.
But it looks fun.
Can Holly and I help you?
Oh, yes, please. Now we can fix the sails.
Finished!
Oh, is it dinner time already?
Not really.
Could you get me a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles, please? Oh, and some plastic flowers.
You're going to eat plastic flowers?
No, that would be silly. They go with the windmill. Ah, good work, wise old elf.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Finally, I will need a little bridge.
What?
A plastic well and a little picket fence.
So he wants a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles?
Yes.
I knew it. I should never have used a gnome.
What's wrong with gnomes?
Ugh. They make everyone else work while they just eat and sleep.
Grumbling again, Nanny. I say, are we going on a picnic?
No, Daddy. This is food for Mr. Gnome.
What are we going to eat for dinner, Nanny?
There's no food left, Your Majesty. The gnome has eaten it all.
Nanny, remember that Mr. Gnome needs plastic flowers too.
Plastic flowers?
They go with the windmill.
Windmill? I'd better see what this gnome is up to.
Oh, thank you, wise old elf. I couldn't have done a better job myself.
Ooh, look! A pretty bridge.
I can see you've certainly been working hard, gnome.
Yes, your kingliness.
So, when will it be safe for you to leave?
Oh, well, I don't think it ever will be, your royalness.
What?
I might have to stay here forever.
But what about my golf?
I won't get in your way.
But you are in my way.
Ooh, custard and pickles.
I can't play golf with all this stuff around.
I know. We can play crazy golf.
Yes, crazy golf. This crazy golf is much better than the other kind.
Yes. Daddy, do you want us to teach you you how to play crazy golf. It's fun.
Oh, OK. What do I do?
Just hit the ball through the little windmill and into the hole.
This is fun.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
King Thistle's new clothes.
The pink dress or the blue dress? Mummy, I can't decide.
The pink one looks nice on you, Holly. But what about me? Green or yellow or turquoise?
Ben, what do you think?
Maybe the pink one for you and the greeny blue one for your mum.
Green, blue, yellow, purple? What's all this fuss about?
King and Queen Marigold are coming to visit today, remember?
Oh, yes.
They are very fashionable and I don't want them to think we look scruffy.
Who looks scruffy?
You look scruffy.
Do I?
Yes, Daddy.
What do you think, Ben? Man to man. Do I look scruffy?
Maybe you could be a tiny bit smarter.
That is why I have ordered the elf tailor to make you some new clothes. And you must have a bath.
OK.
The elf tailor.
That's just the wise old elf.
I'll have you know, I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a qualified tailor.
Oh, I see. Carry on, then. I'm off to have a bath.
But hurry up. Our guests will be here soon.
King Thistle's new clothes, Your Majesty.
Ooh, lovely. But is this fashionable?
This is a classic cut, made from the finest woolen fabrics, Your Majesty.
Oh, very nice.
Please, don't prod it, Nanny Plum. It's a very delicate fabric, which means you must not clean it with magic.
Yes, yes. Thank you, tailor. Bye.
Goodbye.
Can you see that speck of dirt there, Holly?
I can't see anything, Mummy.
Nanny Plum, can you see that speck of dirt?
Where? There?
No. There.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Mummy, you've made Daddy's new clothes dirty.
So I have. And King and Queen Marigold will be here soon. Nanny, have you got time to clean it?
Leave it with me, Your Majesty.
Nanny Plum, can Ben and I help you?
Of course. That's a fair old stain.
How are we going to clean it?
The elf tailor said we shouldn't use magic.
That's all right. We'll just throw it in the washing machine.
But the elf tailor said it was very delicate.
What does an elf know about washing clothes?
He makes them.
He might make clothes, but he hasn't washed as many as I have. We'll need lots of soap powder.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course it's a good idea. Nothing clothes like better than a good, hot, soapy wash. You know, as we're doing a wash, we should clean the king's old clothes as well.
His scruffy clothes?
Yes.
OK.
La 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 la.
Daddy!
Yes?
We're going to wash all your clothes.
OK.
Shoes and crown too, Nanny.
Why not? Then everything will be clean.
La 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 la.
Here are the clothes, Nanny.
Fantastic. In they go. There. Now we let the washing machine do all the work. It's all very clever and scientific.
What's it doing?
That's the first wash cycle.
Now what's it doing?
It's rinsing all the soap out. It's very clever.
Finished!
Yes. Now let's see if all that soap got that stain out.
Oh, Daddy's crown is a bit bent.
And his shoes are all soggy.
Oh dear. Were the king's clothes always this small?
They've shrunk.
Nanny Plum, are the king's clothes clean?
That's Mummy.
Nearly ready, Your Majesty.
Nanny, what are we going to do?
Maybe when the clothes are dry, they'll go back to their normal size.
Yes, Ben. I'll just do a simple spell to dry them.
But the tailor said you shouldn't use magic.
Oh, I'll only use a teeny tiny gentle little spell. Ahem. Abracadabra, make clothes dry. Thunder and lightning, flame and fire!
Nanny Plum, quick, give me the king's new clothes. Our guests will be here any minute. Where are the clothes, Nanny Plum? And what's that smell?
We washed Daddy's clothes, but they shrunk.
And then Nanny burnt them with magic.
My goodness. Daddy will have to wear his old clothes then, I suppose.
But we cleaned Daddy's old clothes too.
What? You mean he has no clothes to wear?
Yes.
Hello. Where are my clothes?
Nearly ready, darling.
I'm all clean now.
Nanny will bring you your clothes in a moment.
And I smell lovely.
Nanny, call the elf tailor. Ah, too late. That's King and Queen Marigold. What are we going to do now?
We can make magic clothes.
Nanny, can you do that?
If you insist, Queen Thistle, but magic clothes can be a bit tricky.
Hello? Anyone there?
They're here.
Ah! Just make the magic clothes, Nanny. I'll go and see to our guests.
As you wish, Your Majesty. First, we need something to turn into shoes.
Lemons?
No, they need to be shoe-shaped. Ah!
Carrots.
Now we need something round and juicy for the jacket.
A lemon?
No, a tomato. What can we use for the crown?
Ah, Holly. You remember King and Queen Marigold?
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello. And this is my best friend, Ben Elf.
Hello, Ben.
I must say your clothes are quite, charming.
Yes, nice and, sensible.
Oh, is it the country look?
I think the way one dresses is very important.
My husband won't be a moment. He's just changing into his new clothes.
New clothes? That sounds interesting.
Well, it is an experiment.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Outstanding. Ooh.
Really? Well, the jacket feels a bit soggy, actually.
It looks wonderful.
So fresh and exciting.
We were just saying how important it is to think carefully about what you wear.
Oh, I don't think I think at all.
Oh, I say.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, I was worried that might happen. Tricky things, magic clothes.
Silly Daddy. You've got a lemon on your head.
This is nothing to do with me. My wife chose it.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
I've never seen anything like it. Absolute genius.
Self-transforming clothes? I would never have thought of that.
And you say that you don't think about what to wear.
You know more about fashion than we ever could.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Now, tell me, have you ever considered teaching fashion? Oh.
Nanny Plum, could you make us something for dinner, please?
Of course, Your Majesty. I can make you anything you like, as long as you don't want carrots, tomatoes or lemons.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The Elf Band.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What's that, darling?
We've been invited to visit King and Queen Marigold this evening.
Oh, dear.
King and Queen Marigold are boring and snooty.
They always make me feel like a country bumpkin.
So why are we visiting them?
Because they invited us, and I didn't know how to say no.
I'm good at that sort of thing. Leave it with me.
Hello.
Queen Marigold, King Thistle here. I'm terribly sorry, but Queen Thistle and I can't come tonight.
Oh, no. We were so looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, sorry about that, but tonight we're going to, a music concert.
What kind of music?
Elf music.
Elf music? Oh, I don't believe I've heard of elf music.
Oh, yes. It's rather good, actually.
Oh, King Marigold and I love good music. I know. We'll come to you.
Oh.
See you tonight. Toodle-pip. Oh.
Everything all right, darling?
There's good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not visiting King and Queen Marigold.
Hooray!
So, what's the bad news?
They're coming to see us instead.
Oh, no!
And they're expecting a concert of elf music.
What?
And I've, told them that elf music sounds good.
Oh, but the elf band sound terrible.
They're the only elf music we've got.
They're an embarrassment.
They don't sound that bad.
The last time they played, you said it was disgusting.
Well, maybe they've got better. Nanny! Summon the elf band.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The elf band at your service, Your Majesty.
Wise old elf. We have some very important guests coming to visit.
King and Queen Marigold.
They are very boring and snooty.
And they want to hear some elf music. Have you been practicing?
No, Your Majesty. You told us to never, ever play music again.
I see. Well, you can play for us now.
Oh, it would be an honor, Your Majesty. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oompa, oompa,
Interesting.
That was awful.
I thought it was good.
You might like it, Holly, but I'm sure King and Queen Marigold will not.
If I might make a suggestion, Your Majesty.
What is it, Nanny Plum?
Princess Holly could play her recorder for the guests.
Yes, Nanny has been teaching me.
And Holly has been practicing.
What a charming little tune. King and Queen Marigold would like that.
There is one problem. You've promised elf music, and Holly is not an elf.
I could magic some elf ears for Holly.
Ooh.
No, thank you, Nanny.
I know. Nanny can teach the elf band how to play Holly's tune.
Hooray!
Hooray! That's that sorted.
See you later.
Everybody on?
Yes.
Right-ho, off we go.
Your instruments don't just sound funny, they look funny too.
They've got funny names as well. This is called a thrump warbler. That's the spal throttle. And this is the blotto horn.
Delightful.
They all sound silly.
Ah, that's because you don't have sensitive elf hearing.
Oompa, 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 oompa,
Right, enough of that. Princess Holly, could you remind us what your tune sounded like, please? I don't suppose you lot can read music.
Well, I haven't seen this particular piece before.
You played that perfectly.
Perfect for you, maybe, but it's not elf music.
Elf music has oompa, oompa, like this. Oompa, 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 oompa,
Just remember, you are playing for King and Queen Marigold, and they are very snooty.
We like Oompa music, but King and Queen Marigold don't.
Quite. So play Holly's tune, please. Lovely.
Holly, do the elf band sound any better?
Yes, Daddy. They've been practicing all day.
OK, let's hear them play. Oh.
That's much better!
Yes, it's charming, but I still don't think King and Queen Marigold will like it.
Why, Mummy?
King and Queen Marigold don't like country things, and the instruments sound so, rough.
I can fix that.
How?
I'll just use magic to make the instrument sound more normal. Play me a tune, Mr. Elf.
Fantastic! That sounds exactly the sort of music King and Queen Marigold would like.
Problem solved.
King and Queen Marigold.
How delightful to see your little kingdom again, Queen Thistle.
It's always such a pleasure to experience your simple country life here.
We can't wait to hear some genuine elf music.
Oh, yes. You must hear it.
Oh, King Thistle, you didn't tell me you were a conductor.
I take a special interest in the sound of this band.
I must say, this is not at all what I expected elf music to sound like.
They have been practicing very hard.
These elves play well, but the tune is a little old-fashioned.
And their instruments sound very ordinary.
I assumed elf music would be more folksy.
What's that?
Oh, I say.
What's that? How exciting!
A triumph, King Thistle.
Have you ever considered teaching music?
Well,
Let's dance. Oh-ho.
Come on, Mummy. King and Queen Marigold are not boring at all.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Dinner party.
Nanny Plum, your pie, mash and chips is delicious. What's for pudding? I hope it's not too heavy.
Treacle sponge pudding with blancmange and custard.
Excellent. Nanny Plum is the best cook in the Little Kingdom.
I say Nanny Plum is the best cook in the whole world.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Hello. Queen Marigold here.
It's King and Queen Marigold.
Oh, no. They're so boring and snooty.
We were just eating a lovely meal of spinach with sea foam when we thought how nice it would be if you joined us for dinner tomorrow.
They've invited us for dinner tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Sorry, we can't come for dinner.
Oh, dear. What a shame. I know you hardly ever get to eat good food.
What? I'll have you know we have the best cook in the whole world.
You have the best cook in the whole world?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then we must come to you for dinner instead. See you tomorrow. Toodle-pip. Oh.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not going to King and Queen Marigold's for dinner tomorrow.
Hooray!
What's the bad news?
They're coming here.
Oh, no.
What are we going to do? King and Queen Marigold will want to eat something special.
Luckily, we have the best cook in the whole world, Nanny Plum.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. What about baked potato stuffed with potato, with chips and mash and a fried egg on top?
No, Nanny. They will want special modern food.
I can cook porridge.
That's not modern food.
What is modern food, Mummy?
It is very delicate food in tiny portions.
I can do tiny portions.
Well done, Nanny. That is small.
Of course, it will get bigger when the magic wears off.
When is the magic going to wear off, Nanny?
About now.
Excuse me.
It's not just the size of the food, Nanny. Modern cooking is fussy.
No problem. Nanny has until tomorrow evening to come up with something.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. That's that sorted.
Nanny, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Morning, Holly. You coming out to play?
No, Ben. I need to help Nanny learn how to cook.
But Nanny Plum's a very good cook.
She is the best cook in the world, Ben. But she can't cook modern food.
Why does she need to cook modern food?
It's what King and Queen Marigold like, and they're coming to dinner tonight.
What Nanny needs is a cookbook. Come on.
Wait for me. Where are we going?
The Great Elf Library.
Ooh.
Excuse me, wise old elf.
Shush! This is a library.
Sorry.
We need a book of modern cooking for Nanny Plum.
But Nanny Plum is an excellent cook.
Yes, she's the best cook in the whole world.
But she can't do modern cooking.
Let's see. The Elf Book of Pies, The World of Spaghetti and Mash, A Complete History of Egg Sandwiches.
Is there anything modern?
What exactly is modern cooking, Princess Holly?
It is food that's very delicate and special, and not porridge.
Oh. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like an elf book.
That's because I'm not.
Ah! A magical fairy book? What's that doing in my elf library?
There are no words in the book.
I am a magical cookery book.
Where are all your recipes?
Oh, if you tell me what you want to cook, I will tell you how to cook it.
We want to cook a special modern meal, please.
How modern?
Very modern.
Certainly. You will need the following ingredients. Potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese.
That doesn't sound very special.
Shush, I am thinking. Voila! One recipe for a very modern meal.
Hooray!
Shh! This is a library.
Can I borrow this book, wise old elf?
You can keep it, Princess Holly. Fairy books do not belong in the elf library.
Thank you.
King and Queen Marigold, how lovely to see you.
Hello, darling. It's always a pleasure to visit your little kingdom.
I hope you're hungry. Nanny's been in the kitchen all day.
We haven't eaten a thing since breakfast.
We didn't want to spoil a dinner made by the best cook in the whole world.
I wonder if baked beans are modern.
Nanny! We've got a magic cookbook.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Oh, you found my cookbook. Where was she?
She was in the elf library.
What were you doing in there?
I was getting very bored.
The book knows a recipe for a modern meal.
Oh, good. What are the ingredients?
A potato, a carrot, an onion, some peas and cheese.
But that's what I would normally cook.
Yes, the ingredients are simple, but the way we cook them is not. Now, boil a pot of water. Chop potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese. And put them into the pot. Boil for 1 minute and then collect the steam. And serve.
Is that it?
It is a very delicate dish.
It's so good of you to have us at such short notice.
No trouble at all.
We can't wait to see what the best cook in the world cooks for dinner.
Oh, sorry, that's my tummy. I'm just so looking forward to this lovely meal.
Dinner is served. Enjoy your meal, Majesties.
Oh, yes. Such a delicate flavour.
So subtle.
Nanny,
Your Majesty,
what's this called?
cloud of vegetable soup.
It's just steam.
Such a sensitive dish.
How wonderful. I can barely taste it.
Does it come with any potatoes?
No.
Nanny, I'm hungry.
Me too.
No problem. These leftover potatoes, carrots, onions, peas and cheese have made a lovely soup.
Yummy.
This steam is delicious, of course. But will there be anything else to follow?
Yes, even though it's very filling, I could eat a tiny something more.
I could eat a lot more.
What's that lovely smell?
It's coming from the kitchen.
This is delicious, Nanny.
It's the best.
I say, what's this?
It's just the children's supper.
It smells very nice.
It's only some soup I made from the leftovers. It's not very modern. You wouldn't like it.
Could I try just a little bit? the taste is so tasty.
Can I try some too?
And me.
And me.
Oh, yes. So filling.
Marvellous, Nanny.
I have an announcement to make. Nanny Plum is indeed the best cook in the whole world.
Thank you very much. Now, what would everyone like for pudding? Something modern or my treacle pudding?
Treacle pudding!
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
A trip to the seaside.
There, fully wound up. Let's set off to the seaside.
But, Dad, we have to wait for Princess Holly.
Well, where is she? It's almost 9 o'clock.
Dum-de-dum-de-doo-dum-de.
Where is Holly?
Relax, Mr. Elf. We're on holiday.
But Princess Holly's late.
Fairies are always late.
Dum-de-dum. Hi, Ben.
Oh, hi, Holly.
I'm not too early, am I?
No, Princess Holly. You're just in time.
Now we're all here. Let's go. We might make the seaside by lunchtime.
If you want to get to the seaside quickly, I could try magicking us there.
I'd rather you didn't do any magicking today, Holly.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Elf.
You see, Holly, you're coming on an elf day trip.
Elves don't do magic.
And we're elves.
Hop in, everyone. Seaside, here we come. Here's the timetable. 1 o'clock, eat lunch. 2, play in the sand. 3, tidy up. 4, leave seaside, arriving home at 4:30 precisely.
Dad, it's a holiday.
Sorry, Ben. It's just that I'm not used to having a day off.
You work too hard, Mr. Elf. Please try and relax today.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Elf. Here we are, the seaside.
Yippee! The sea!
And sand.
Oh, I love the seaside. Come on, let's have lunch.
Good idea. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Here's our picnic basket.
Ooh, I love picnic baskets. You just tell them what you want and they magic up food.
This is an elf picnic. There won't be any magic.
Oh.
Mrs. Elf always makes a really lovely picnic.
Thanks, Mr. Elf. But of course you made the picnic this time.
Didn't you make it? Oh.
What's wrong?
We forgot to bring the picnic.
We just brought an empty basket.
But that's what I was saying. We fairies always take an empty basket on picnics. Magic basket, please. Can I have, spaghetti bolognese? Oh, it's still empty.
That's because...
It isn't a magic basket.
It's just an empty basket.
Can't it even magic us a packet of crisps?
No.
Oh.
Holly, remember what I said about not needing any magicking today?
Yes, Mr. Elf?
Well, this is an emergency. So if you wouldn't mind doing a bit of...
Magicking! You want me to do magicking?
Yes, please.
I do know a spell for magic jelly.
No, not magic jelly!
Right. Too dangerous. I could try an ice cream spell. That's easy.
And there's no chance of that spell going wrong.
Silly Ben. Spells nearly always go a bit wrong. That's what makes them fun.
Well, without magic, we're not going to have anything to eat.
That's right. Please, Holly, do your spell.
Abracadabra! Ice cream! it's only vanilla. I don't know how to magic other flavours yet.
That's fine. Vanilla is my favourite.
Delicious!
Maybe magic can be useful sometimes. Thank you, Princess Holly.
You're welcome.
What shall we do next?
Make sandcastles!
I love making sandcastles. What's the spell for sandcastles?
Holly, you don't need a spell to make sandcastles. You fill the bucket with sand, turn it over, give it a tap, and bingo! A sandcastle!
Cool! Can I have a go? Bingo!
Ho, ho, ho! We'll make an elf of you yet, Holly.
Can we build a castle big enough for us to go inside?
We'd need a huge bucket to make a sandcastle that big.
Like that one?
That's a very huge bucket.
It must have been left by big children.
There aren't any big people here now.
Good thing. Big people have big feet, and you never know where they're going to step.
Look, they've left some spades.
Let's build a big sandcastle for Princess Holly. It can be our thank you for lunch.
Good idea, Mr. Elf.
Can I help?
No, no, no. Please just relax and enjoy watching elves doing what elves do best.
What do elves do best?
Elves are best at
making things.
And we're elves.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, dig-ho, dig-dig-ho, dig-dig-dig-dig-dig.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, over you go, over you go.
Princess Holly, would you do the honours by tapping the bucket?
Lift ho, lift ho.
Bingo! Can we go inside?
But there isn't a door.
I'll soon sort that out. There's your door.
Since this is our very own castle, I've decided I'm not Princess Holly anymore. I am Queen Holly.
And I am King Ben.
My, it's almost home time.
Oh, Dad, can't we stay in the castle a little bit longer?
But the tide will be coming in soon and...
Please, Mr. Elf, please can we stay a bit?
Just a little bit, then.
We'll pack the car, but you must come when we call you.
Yes, Mum.
We promise. Oh, look. The sea is coming closer.
That's great. Soon the castle will have a moat.
Oh, Holly almost left her wand behind.
Talking of Holly, let's fetch the children.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay in our castle forever and ever.
Oh, goodness. Look how high the sea is.
Ben! Holly! Leave the castle now!
We can't leave. The sea's too high.
Holly, you can fly to the shore.
Okay. No, it's too windy to fly.
Holly? Maybe it's time to do a little magic.
Yes, I'll just wave my wand and... Oh, where's my wand?
Here's your wand, Holly. I can throw it to you.
But what if it falls in the sea?
Don't worry, Holly. Mrs. Elf is very good at throwing things.
And I'm great at catching.
Okay. Don't worry, wand. Ben will catch you.
Ready, Ben?
Yes, Mum.
1, 2, 3, throw!
Hooray! Thanks, Ben. Now for the magicking bit. Sun, sea and sand. Put Ben and me on dry land. have you back, Wand. I knew Ben would catch you.
Thanks, Holly. And I knew you could magic us to safety.
Yes, the rescue was a perfect mix of fairy magic and elf skill.
Here's to elf skill.
And here's to fairy magic.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Big Bad Barry.
I say, I'm getting a little hungry.
Me too.
I think I fancy fish and chips.
We don't have any fish, Your Majesty.
What? No fish?
But I can magic up some fish fingers.
Yum, yum. I like fish fingers.
No. I want fresh fish. Fresh from the lake, with chips.
I know. Ben's dad has a fishing boat.
Then we shall go and see Ben's dad.
It's time we put the boat away for the winter, Ben. I'm pleased Bunty has made it through the summer with no accidents.
What kind of accidents?
The kind where the boat gets eaten.
Eaten?
Yes. Have I never told you the story of Big Bad Barry, the fish?
No.
It was a dark and stormy night. I was sailing in my favourite boat when suddenly...
A fish! A fish, Mr. Elf!
What's that?
I want a fish for dinner, with chips.
Oh.
So we'd like you to take us out on the lake to catch one.
I was just putting Bunty away for the winter.
Who's Bunty?
My boat.
Well, one more trip won't do any harm, will it?
I'd rather not. She might get wet.
Mr. Elf, your king commands you.
OK, climb aboard. You'll have to leave your wands here. Magic isn't allowed on elf boats. And we're elves.
Let's get going. I'll do the steering.
Hang on a minute. You might be king on land, Your Majesty, but on this boat, I'm the captain. So I'm in charge.
All right, Captain. As long as I get a fish.
Holly and Ben, wind the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
King Thistle, take the wheel.
Okie dokie, Captain. Oh, this is fun.
Turn ship to starboard.
What?
Turn right.
Why didn't you say so?
At sea, we don't say left and right. We say port and starboard.
Isn't that a bit silly?
We'll fish from the stern.
Where's that?
The back of the boat. Come with me. Fishing is a tricky business. You must have the right type of bait.
What kind of bait are we using today?
Stale bread.
Stale bread? Who likes stale bread?
Should we put some butter on it, Dad?
And jam?
Yes. We're not going to catch anything with stale bread, old boy. Stick a bit of jam on it.
Stop! I'm the captain, so while we're aboard Bunty, we do what I say.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Now be quiet. Fish don't like noise.
Very bossy, isn't he?
This is so exciting.
Shh, everybody. Now we wait.
Are you sure this is right?
Of course I'm sure.
Come on, let me have a go.
Fine, you'll see. It takes time to catch a
fish! I've caught a fish! Holly, grab the net. Get ready to catch it.
Well done, Daddy.
Wow, it's big.
It's a whopper, all right. And I caught it.
It's only a little tiddler.
It must be the biggest fish in the lake.
It's too small.
That was the biggest fish I've ever seen.
I've seen bigger. Much, much bigger.
Really?
Really. It was many years ago when I first met Big Bad Barry.
Big Bad Barry? Who's that?
Only the biggest, hugest, most giganticest fish the world has ever seen.
No!
It was a dark and stormy night. I was out sailing in my favourite boat, Hilda, when I first saw Big Bad Barry. I knew straight away I had to catch him. I had to be the fisherman who took him home for the biggest fish dinner in history. I tried several different baits before I found what Barry liked. Cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese. I put a bit of cheese on the line, and Barry was hooked straight away. The only thing was, he was stronger than my old boat Hilda was. Bad Barry dragged my poor boat Hilda all over the lake. And when he'd finished that, he ate her.
He ate Hilda? It sounds horrid.
It was.
So you built Bunty to replace Hilda?
No. First, there was Doris. Then Peggy. There was Abigail, Fifi, and Trixabel. Not forgetting Sabrina, Vicky, and Miss Boo Boo. Barry ate them all. I tried to catch Barry so many times, but he was always too strong.
So that's where all the cheese went.
In the end, I gave up. Big Bad Barry is still out there, somewhere.
Ooh.
Incredible! I have come to a royal decision. We must catch Big Bad Barry and have him with chips.
Hooray!
No, we mustn't. I don't want to lose another boat. Not Bunty. Anyway, there's no cheese on the boat. I won't allow it. Barry can smell cheese a mile away, even a mild cheddar.
Good. I've got some cheese in my picnic hamper. We can use that.
Ah! Cheese on board! Quick, get rid of it before it's too late.
What did you do that for?
I told you. It's dangerous to have cheese on board.
Luckily, I also brought a nice Stilton cheese we can tempt Barry with.
No, I refuse to help.
Then we'll do it without you. I'm taking charge.
Hooray!
Ah! It's mutiny! Mutiny on the Bunty!
We'll catch this Barry and have him with chips. Ben, take the wheel.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Holly, hold the net.
Aye, aye.
Here, Barry, Barry. Barry!
Come on, Barry. Where are you?
It's not working.
Here, Barry. Come on, boy.
If we're going to catch Big Bad Barry, let's do it properly.
Yes!
You must do what I say as soon as I say it.
Aye, aye,
Captain.
Big Bad Barry is too big for that rod. We'll use this rod.
Wow.
You wanted to meet Big Bad Barry? Here's your chance.
Excellent.
Now we wait, but not for long.
Look!
It's him! It's Big Bad Barry!
What a fish! We'll be eating him for weeks.
He's got the cheese! Start the engine! Full sail!
We're not going anywhere!
Yes, we are. Bad Barry is pulling us backwards.
Hang on!
We've got him! We've got him!
I think he's got us, Daddy.
Holly's right. We should never have tried to catch Bad Barry.
He's too big!
He's too bad!
We have to let him go!
Never! Aha! He's given up!
I don't think so.
He's eating the line!
Then he can have it. I give in. Sorry we tried to catch you, Barry. No hard feelings, eh?
Ah! He's eating Bunty! Launch the lifeboat!
Abandon ship! Women, children, and kings first!
Poor Bunty!
Hello, everyone. The chips are ready. Where's the fish? Oh, what's going on?
Big Bad Barry is eating Bunty.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, dear. Do you think Barry would like some chips with that?
I think he's full. Alas, poor Bunty. I knew her well.
Right. What shall we have for dinner then?
I think I'd like fish fingers.
With chips!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Tooth Fairy!
That's enough playing for one day. It's time for Ben to go home.
Oh, can we play a little bit longer?
No, Holly, it's your bedtime.
Is it your bedtime too, Nanny Plum?
Goodness me, no. I have to work all night.
You have to work all night?
I'm a tooth fairy.
You're a tooth fairy?
Yes. When a child loses a baby tooth, they put it under the pillow before going to sleep. Then I take it away and leave a coin in its place.
Wow!
When your tooth falls out, for whom do you shout? The Tooth Fairy!
Ooh, exciting!
I have to collect a little girl's tooth tonight.
Can we come with you, Nanny?
Only if you're very quiet. We mustn't wake the little girl up.
We can be quiet, can't we, Ben?
Elves are very good at being quiet. And I'm an elf.
Shush! Dear me! This is why there are no tooth elves, only tooth fairies.
It's very late to be making so much noise. Shouldn't you be getting home, Ben?
We want to see Nanny be the Tooth Fairy.
But you've got school tomorrow, Holly.
It's the school holidays.
But it's very dark outside.
Princess Holly could do with some night flying practice.
But being a tooth fairy can be very dangerous work.
We'll be very careful.
But
please, can we go?
OK, as long as you stay close to Nanny.
Hooray!
When your tooth falls out, for whom do you shout?
The Tooth Fairy! Nanny, why did Mummy say being a tooth fairy was dangerous?
There are lots of things you need to be careful of when you're flying at night.
Like what? Ah!
Cobwebs, for instance. Good evening, Madam Spider. Sorry for damaging your web, but the young elf isn't very experienced at night flying.
Phew.
Bye.
Thanks, Nanny Plum.
Nanny, what else do we have to look out for? Oh,
Windows.
where did that come from?
Well done, Holly. You found the little girl's house. And that's the little girl.
She doesn't look very little.
Wow, look at that big girl.
Shush! She's also got big ears to hear us with. So be very quiet. Follow me.
She's very pretty.
Not too close, Princess Holly.
Oh, her breath is pulling me in.
Beat your wings. As I said, we must be very careful. This is the tricky bit. I have to get the tooth from under the pillow without waking the little girl.
How?
Gently pillow, up, up, up.
Wow!
There it is. It's stuck.
1, 2, 3, pull!
Oh, thanks, Ben. That's what I call a big baby tooth.
What about the coin, Nanny?
Here it is. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, the little girl's written us a letter. What a nuisance.
I love getting letters.
But the children always want a reply. Now we'll have to come back again.
Can I read it? Dear Tooth Fairy, what is it like to live in fairyland?
Fairyland. That makes it sound like some silly make-believe place.
Did she ask about elves?
No, Ben. Maybe there wasn't enough room on the paper. but she does say love from Lucy. That's a lovely name.
Shush. Remember, Princess Holly, we mustn't wake her.
Nanny, what happens to the tooth now?
We give it to the elves. They take care of the rest.
This way.
Hopefully, there'll be no one there. Then we can just leave our tooth and go.
Good evening. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. Tooth delivery.
Have you filled in your tooth report?
Yes.
There appear to be some details missing. Where was the tooth found?
Under the pillow.
Under the pillow. Dear me, you haven't even put the little girl's name.
We know that. Her name is Lucy.
Lucy.
And she's written us a letter.
Ah, a letter. There'll have to be a reply before morning.
Oh.
I'll write it. Dear Lucy, it's very nice in the little kingdom. There are lots of fairies.
And elves.
OK, Ben. And there are lots of elves too. Love, Princess Holly.
And Ben Elf.
And Ben Elf. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Now we've got to take it back. We'll have to be quick. It's almost morning. Someone's coming. Hide under the bed. That must be Lucy's mummy.
Oh no! The window's shut. How will we get out?
This is elf work. Elves are good at opening windows, and I'm an elf.
Stop, Ben. You'll wake Lucy.
Sorry.
I think we're going to need more than one elf.
I'll ring for more elves. Oh, where can I get a signal on my phone?
Don't stand too close, Ben. Help! What did Nanny say? Oh, yes. Beat your wings.
But I'm an elf. I don't have wings.
OK, flap your arms. Hello. You're meant to be asleep.
You're not supposed to see us.
Who are you? I'm Holly. I'm a fairy princess. A real fairy princess with wings and a wand and everything? Yes. And this is Ben. He's an elf. Hi, Holly. Hi, Ben. Oh, I wrote you a letter. Thank you. Oh, it's so little.
It's a terrible signal. Wise old elf?
Nanny Plum, don't you know what time it is?
I didn't call to ask you the time. We're in a big house and the window's closed. I need some elves to rescue us.
I see. How many elves do you need?
All of them.
We came in through the window, but now it's shut.
There, it's open.
Thanks, Lucy.
It was nice meeting you, Lucy, but we weren't supposed to wake you. It's OK. I'll pretend to be asleep. Bye-bye.
I see you woke the little girl up.
We didn't mean to, Nanny.
Oh, it's OK. They always wake up.
Elves to the rescue!
Elves to the rescue! Now, where's this window that needs opening?
You just came through it.
But that's an open window.
Yes, we've done it ourselves. We don't need you anymore. Sorry.
Sorry? You've just dragged every elf in the kingdom from their beds.
Shush. Can you be quiet?
Of course I can. Elves are very good at being quiet. And we're elves!
No! This is why elves can't be tooth fairies. You're too noisy.
Are you all right, Lucy? We heard a noise.
It's okay. She's asleep.
You can come out now.
Phew!
Bye, Lucy. See you again. Bye, Ben and Holly.
Can we have a lift? I'm a bit too tired to fly.
Hop aboard.
That was fun.
When your tooth falls out, for whom do you shout?
The Tooth Fairy!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Books.
But the witch had eaten too much cake and fallen asleep. So the fairy tiptoed past the sleeping cat, waved her wand, abracadoo, abracadee, unfreeze the children and set them all free. And in a flash, the witch's spell was undone. As the sun came up and the stars went away, all of the children found themselves safely back in their beds. The end.
Mummy, why did the witch freeze all the children?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe the witch didn't like the noise the children made and just happened to know a spell for freezing them.
Yes, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Not eating for a year and a day must have made the children very hungry.
No, the witch had frozen them solid, like frozen peas. Now, frozen peas don't get hungry, do they?
No. Queen Thistle, where do the stars go in the daytime?
I'm sorry, Ben.
You said the sun came up and the stars went away. But where did the stars go?
Well, let's see what the book says. It doesn't say where the stars went.
Nanny Plum, do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Oh.
Perhaps we should ask King Thistle. He knows how the world works.
Yes, let's go and ask Daddy.
Enter!
Daddy, can we ask you a question?
Yes, of course, Holly. What is it?
Can you tell us where the stars go in the daytime?
What?
Where do the stars go when the sun comes up?
Well, they go. Yes, they go. I'm actually rather busy at the moment, Holly.
Our storybook said the stars went away.
But it didn't say where they went.
Oh, I see. Well...
There are plenty of books in the Royal Library. One of them might have the answer.
Good idea, Queen Thistle. Come on, everyone.
Wow, it's very untidy in here.
That's because these are magic books.
You are very naughty books. Flying about and fidgeting. Chop, chop. Go sort yourselves out. ABC, neatly please.
How do we find what we're looking for?
These are magic books. You just ask them.
Excuse me, books. Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Do you have anything about stars at all?
Ooh, look at all the fancy writing.
What does it say?
Has it got the answer?
It says, "Little star, we ask you to make our wishes all come true." Oh, it's just a spell for wishing on a star.
Oh, I think these magic books are only for making spells, not for answering questions.
But Nanny, why don't you know the answer?
I'm Nanny Plum, not an astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist? What's that?
Oh, it's just someone who knows a lot about stars and space and things.
Elves know a lot about things. We could ask my mum and dad.
Are your mum and dad astrophysicists?
Maybe. Let's go and see.
Hello.
goodness.
Mum, Dad, are you astrophysicists?
No,
we're
elves.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
No.
Nobody knows the answer.
Maybe we could ask the wise old elf.
Yes, he's wise.
He's old.
And he's an elf.
This is the wise old elf's study, where he thinks about things and is wise and stuff.
Enter.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody. How can I help you?
Wise old elf, we have a question.
The answer wasn't in our storybook.
It's an elf question, not really a fairy matter.
So we thought, as you are the wise old elf...
Yes, of course. Ask me any question, anything at all.
Where do the stars go in the daytime?
Ask me another question. On sport, perhaps.
You're not really wise, are you? You're just old.
So, old elf, you don't know the answer?
No, but I do know where to find it.
Where?
Follow me.
Is it far? All of this searching for answers has made me a bit tired.
We can take the lift. Mind the doors, please.
Where are we going?
We are going to the Great Elf Library.
Great elf library indeed. It's probably just a dusty old cupboard. Goodness me!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Wow. It's huge.
There are so many books here. How do you stop them flying about and fidgeting?
These are not magic books, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, how do you ever find what you are looking for, then?
We ask the wise old librarian.
So where is this wise old librarian?
Can I help you?
Are you the librarian?
Yes.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
Yes. The answer is in the astrophysics section, second row, reference 520.34. This way.
But we already looked in books for the answer.
What books did you look in?
We looked in my storybook.
And we looked in magic spell books.
Well, there are different books for different things. There are books with stories in.
Ooh, look, witches.
And books about how things work.
Wow, a rocket book.
There are books about music.
Oompa music for elves. My favourite.
Books about animals.
Oh, chickens. That's interesting.
Books about vegetables.
Oh, yes, I like vegetables, especially peas.
You can find out any answer if you look in the right book. Ah, here we are. A book on stars.
Is this going to have the answer?
Let's see. Is everybody comfortable?
Yes, Queen Thistle.
On clear nights, we can see the stars twinkling in the sky. The light we see from each star is tiny, the tiniest little spot of light. We can only see it because the sky is so dark.
Black! The night sky is pure blackness.
Yes, it is, Holly. But when the morning comes and the sun rises, the sky gets brighter and the stars disappear.
But, Mummy, where do the stars go?
They don't go anywhere.
What?
They're still shining in the sky. We just can't see them anymore because the sky is so bright.
It's obvious. I knew that.
And when the sun goes down and the sky gets darker, we can see the stars again.
When the sun goes. Of course.
So, Daddy, where does the sun go?
Well, wise old elf?
Oh, these books should answer that question, Your Majesty.
Oof!
Hooray!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Daisy and Poppy's pet.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up.
Daisy! Poppy! Don't ride your hobby horses on the breakfast table.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. The twins really like ponies at the moment.
They really want a pet.
And ponies are lovely pets. So pretty and cuddly.
And they've got long, swishy tails to brush.
Daisy and Poppy would so love a pony.
Pony, pony.
Goodness me, no! Ponies are ginormous. And Daisy and Poppy are tiny fairies. No pony.
Maybe the princesses could have another sort of pet.
Pet, pet, pet.
I can magic them up a harmless, fluffy little pet.
Wait a minute. Pets need looking after. Who's going to do all the cleaning up?
The twins can.
We will. We promise.
OK, but please make it a sensible pet, Nanny, not a dragon or a dinosaur.
Of course, Your Majesty.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, darling. Nanny Plum knows what she's doing.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Here we are, the magical fairy library. Now, let's find a book on pets. A tiger?
Tiger, tiger.
No, too big.
Oh, tiger.
A snake?
Snakey, snakey.
No, too wriggly.
Oh, wiggly snakey.
An alligator?
Alligator, alligator.
No, too many teeth.
Oh, alligator.
Ah, here we go. The perfect little pet. A hamster.
Hamster, hamster.
I wonder what pet Nanny has magicked up for Daisy and Poppy.
As long as it's small, I don't care.
Ahem. May I present the princess's new pet, Pippin?
Giddy up, Pippin. Giddy up, giddy up.
Ah, a rat!
No, Your Majesty. Pippin is a lovely little hamster.
How sweet!
Ah, yeah.
Pippin likes you, Daddy.
Oh, it is cute, isn't it?
Cute isn't quite the word I had in mind. I think it'd be, happier if it lived outside.
Very well. Back, Pippin. They're fine as long as you don't show you're afraid. Back, Pippin. Back, Pippin. Back. There, Pippin. Welcome to the courtyard, your new home.
I hope Pippin won't be bored living here.
We'll give Pippin some toys. And hamsters like lots of straw.
Can we give Pippin something to eat, Nanny? Foodie, foodie.
Yes. And a drink. Aww, that should make Pippin feel at home.
Ah! Why is the courtyard full of straw?
It's for your hamster, Your Majesty.
My hamster?
It's funny. The courtyard looks just like a hamster cage.
Yes, very amusing. Why does it have to run about so much?
Hamsters like running about.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Gaston.
Hi, Hot.
Oh, no. Pippin's run away.
Oh, how sad. How terribly sad.
Pippin, Pippin. We've lost Pippin.
What a dreadful turn of events. Pippin's gone. gone forever.
Wait, King Thistle. I can get your hamster back.
Don't trouble yourself, Ben.
It's no trouble. Elves are good at rounding up hamsters, and I'm an elf. Ready, Gaston? Pippin's back, King Thistle. Safe and sound.
Thank you, Ben.
Let's close the cage door before Pippin escapes again.
Does it ever go to sleep?
Maybe when it's tired.
And how do we make it tired?
Let's ask the wise old elf. He knows everything.
Hello? Wise old elf speaking.
How do you make a hamster tired?
Hamster?
Oof. The king's pet hamster. We need to make it tired.
Ah, I see. What you need is a wheel.
A wheel? How will that help?
Wait and see. I'll be right over. Hello, King Thistle. Where's this hamster of yours?
My hamster?
Here's Pippin. Pippin likes you.
No, charmed, I'm sure. Bring in the wheel.
Right-ho!
Goodness, where's that going to go? It's hideous.
The things we do for our pets, eh, King Thistle?
It's not my pet.
Lower the wheel into the hamster cage.
Hamster cage? Are you talking about my castle?
Put the wheel in the middle of the hamster cage, Mr. Elf.
Pippin! Here, Pippin.
Pippin like wheel.
Are you sure the wheel is strong enough?
It'll be fine. Hamsters don't run very fast. Ooh, you've got a fast hamster, haven't you?
The wheel's spinning too quickly.
She cannot take it, Captain.
It's okay. The wheel's too big to go through the cage door.
My castle!
Oh, dear.
Pippin's escaped again.
The wheel's heading for the great elf tree.
We'll have to warn the elves.
Hello?
Hello, dear. It's me. Do you know what hamsters are?
Yes, dear. They're sweet little fluffy creatures.
Yes. Well, don't panic, but there's a hamster coming your way in an enormous wheel.
Oh.
It's heading back to the little castle.
Oh, my goodness, Mr. Elf. We were spared, but a mighty wheel thundering back from whence it came, and I think you...
There's good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
The wheel hit the elf tree, but everyone is okay.
Hooray! What's the bad news?
The wheel is coming back here!
Everyone into the tower!
Run for your lives!
Can't believe it!
Yes, King Thistle. Wonderful, isn't it? Your hamster is back home.
Oh, Pippin's tired.
You see? The wheel worked.
Now we know how much exercise Pippin needs every day. To the elf tree and back.
No! Pippin has to go!
Oh.
But Daisy and Poppy love Pippin.
Pippin.
I don't want a pet living in my castle.
I could magic Pippin into a different kind of pet. A pet that could live outside the castle.
OK, Nanny. Just do it.
The elves have mended the hamster cage. I mean the castle, Your Majesty.
Splendid! Let's take a look. What? Nanny!
Yes, Your Majesty?
Why is there straw in my courtyard?
Courtyard? Oh, you mean the feeding bowl.
What?
Yes, darling. You asked for a pet that could live outside the castle, so we went back to what we all wanted in the first place.
A pony!
Ah! How lovely.
Pippin Pony! Giddy up, giddy up!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees and mushrooms and frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, Wise Old Elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a wilted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look.
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh. Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
Oh.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree. Yes, please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please, wise old elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes, yes. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow, little acorn grow, grow, grow!
Wow!
Nanny Plum. Is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? But I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!